Hello, sir.
How are you?
Fine, sir.
For the sake of Nigerians that are not in court, may we know the status of the case?
We've adopted our written arguments and we've urged the court to grant our prayers. Essentially, it has to do with how the immigration services interpret their act. Whether somebody could write them a letter and act purporting to act on the letter, impound the citizens' international passport. We think they cannot do so. We think you need a court order or you need a ministerial directive. You cannot rely on another person sitting anywhere, wherever that place may be, writing you and say, keep an eye on this person, and using that to seize the passport of a citizen. It is particularly offensive in this case because you are not saying the applicant, Dr. Peter Odili, is a criminal. You are not saying so. He is no terrorist. He is no bandit. He doesn't have case anywhere. I mean, there's a limit to which we mistreat our senior citizens. It is not right.
There was an allegation that they had found more evidence.
Will of a better further counter
As to why the passport had to be seized.
No, they filed the affidavit to say that somebody wrote them a letter. That is all. That somebody wrote them a letter. And we are saying a letter from any quarter is no substitute for a court order. That is the argument.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You are welcome.
That are not in court, may we know what transpired in respect of the suit brought against the organization by Peter Odili?
So, very simple. The case is in court is asking for the release of his international passport. And our case simply is that the international passport is in our custody subsequent to the request by the EFCC that is under investigation for some listed offenses. So, normally we have inter-service cooperation, and we are the face of the security service at the airport. By going in or coming out, you have to go through the immigration service. So anybody you have on your watch list for whatever reason that has to do with contravention of the offense, the name will be sent to the immigration service. And the immigration service, and what we did tell the court was the passport was intercepted based on that request. But another germane question that is very important is that the name is Dr. Sir Peter Odili. But what we have in our custody is not that. What we have, Peter Odili, Otunaya, it's about 4 names. And we are saying there are 2 different things. So the passport name, the name person on the passport should have come to court. That the person in court is not the named person. I know since it's a matter before the court does it one way or the other, I don't want to say more than that. So we just want to
find a better and further counter
affidavit. That further and better counter affidavit is to exhibit the photocopy of the exact passport we have in our custody for the court to look at and to do justice that bear a different names. That's the further evidence. The evidence before the court was that we accepted that the passport number so is with us. But later, when we look at it on a closer look, we realize that the name on the court record is not the name on the passport with us. And as an officer in the Temple of Justice, it's deemed important for us to bring it to the notice of the court so that the court can do justice to the case. That's all. Thank you.
Thanks for checking out Symphony on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.